few years ago, I was working for an organization where I was responsible for a team. And it was a Christian organization, and we were going through some spiritual attacks. And I told the team that we needed to fast. And several of the team members came to me and said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know how to fast. I've never fasted. I don't know if I can." And one woman in particular, one older woman, told me that she could never fast because she couldn't do without her breakfast. And I realized that many people did not know some things about fasting. There is not just one way of fasting. You can read books about fasting, which is in my early years in the faith, which is what I did, and I learned a lot about fasting. There's not just one way of fasting. This is what I taught them. And in particular, this older lady, I told her there is no problem. You can have your breakfast. Have your breakfast. And especially when she told me that she did not mind not eating at night. She didn't care. But it was about the breakfast. She did not know why and how, but she couldn't do without her breakfast. I said, fasting is fasting. You determine the time. It's the time you're going to spend with God. So you choose your time, and you don't have to deprive yourself of all the food. You choose what you can offer to God. And I told her, have your breakfast and make the time you can for God. Leave the food, the meal you choose to leave is okay. It's all right. The most important is the heart, is the way you do it, is the communion you want to have with God, with the Holy Spirit. So she tried what I said, and she came to see me. We did that for a few months. We chose sometime in the month to fast. And after a few months, she came one day and she said, "I don't need my breakfast anymore. I can fast all day if I want. I can even fast more than a day." And I was so amazed of the transformation in her life, the confidence that she got. You see, if I had told her that she couldn't fast because she had to have a breakfast, her life would not have moved on. Today, she's a whole different person. Why? Because she started where she was. This is what I want to share with you today. I want to tell you, start where you are. Give to God what you can. As long as you give it with a kind heart, you give him with love. Our Father is love. Giving with love. He'll gladly take what you offer him. He will take it gladly, and he will do more with it. Remember the 2 fishes and 5 loaves of bread? This is what Jesus had. He was grateful for that, offered that to God, and God blessed it. He blessed it so much that he could feed more than 5,000 men, not counting the women and the children, and there were 12 baskets of food left. You see, the power of starting where you are, the power of starting with what you have, the power of giving what you can with a grateful heart. Give with God the time of fasting with a grateful heart. Don't force yourself. Don't go and imitate people. Don't go and try and do what people have practiced maybe in 10 years, 20 years, 30 years of exercising their faith. You want to do that? You want to start with that? No. When you start weightlifting, for example, I do that for exercise. I don't do it every day. I do it with, as I always say, be balanced in life. Be balanced. Don't do too much, but do enough. So when I started weightlifting, I started where I was. And where I was not much. Today I can do more. And I know that in a few months, Next year, I'll be able to do even more. But I'm not forcing, breaking my body, destroying my body. No. I'm giving to my body what I can for it to be healthy. And I'm giving to God what I can for Him to be pleased with me. If you are 2 years old and you give your daddy a gift, a sweet, he'll be happy. And now imagine somebody who is 30 years old and he has the means to buy his dad a car or his mom a house. The dad or the mom's going to be happy. A 2-year-old can't do that. You see, it's the same with fasting. Don't put pressure on you. I don't even want to say too much. Don't put pressure on you. Love is not about pressure. God is patient with you. He's patient with us. There's no pressure in that. When there is pressure, it is not love. I repeat, when there is pressure, it is not love. So be kind to yourself. God is patient. He knows you. As long as you are willing and you are obedient. Remember, as long as you are willing and you are obedient, He will do the rest. Give Him what you can, and His strength, His power, His Holy Spirit will come and do the rest. I hope this has helped you. Give God what you can, and don't forget to pray. I'm going to make another video about praying. It is not what you think. God bless you. Bye-bye.